Who are you?
I thought you would recognize a wayfarer when you saw one, young man.
Yes, of course. It's just better to ask first. These days, you can never be sure who you'll be running into.
Quite right. But seeing as fate has brought us together like this, would you care to buy something? I might have something that catches your eye.
You look well-travelled. I'm sure you can tell me what's new in the world.
Why, yes, good man. There's plenty going on. You know, I just heard there was a frog pox in Hamburg where the Elbe flows.
Frog pox? What's that?
Well, the frogs there all got sick. There's this one lake with frogs all around, and then one day they began to bloat until they burst. Boom! And their guts went flying all over the place. Absolute carnage on the shore there was.
But what was the meaning of it?
That's what the locals can't agree on, except that it must be some sort of sign. That much is clear. The peasants say it means the lords are greedy, and if they don't mend their ways, they'll croak. Then you've got the church telling you it's a warning to the hamburgers to keep a strict fast or they might, well, burst.
So no one knows then?
No! And the frogs keep on exploding.
Why not? What are you selling?
Thanks, and have a nice day, friend.
I'm trying to track down a poacher who's hunting around here.
That's an important mission, but sorry, I don't know nothing about it.
I want to ask you something anyway.
Better me than the neighbours anyway, especially Pavlik's old woman. Have you talked to her?
No, I haven't spoken to her. Why?
That's good. For sure she and her old man would tell you I'm the poacher.
They would? Why?
Those Pavliks ain't very nice folk. Old Pavlik ain't too bad, but that wife of his... I don't know why, but all of a sudden she thinks I'm the root of all evil.
I see. I imagine it's not easy living next to them. Still, I'd like to ask you a few questions anyway. Maybe you know something that could help.
As you like.
How's trade?
It's going well. There's demand.
Who do you sell most to?
Depends. I take everything to Troskovitz and there I see what's what. But the better hides go for fancy shoes and clothes. Things for the gentry and that.
Where'd you get the hides? From some suspicious fellas in the forest?
No, I ain't like that. I have an agreement with the huntsmen and their hands, who bring me what they hunt. But it's not that often. They don't bring much. And not the best stuff neither. More often they bring me hides from the village. They butcher animals and skin them and everything is processed. I do the hides.
So you're a tanner? Only a fool would think you wouldn't find hides at your place.
Indeed. Trade's good, so I've got a lot of various quality and origin. I don't bother with envious folks.
Why did the Pavliks hate you so much?
I don't know. But if Prague was to go up in flames, the Pavliks would run straight to the bailiff and swear it was me what did it.
Did you have some falling out with them?
Nothing I know of. We never talked much. I'm not the kind of fella that's at the centre of things. I like my peace and quiet.
Well, still seems odd to me, though.
You're telling me? At least you don't have to live next to them.
Have you seen any tracks left by the poacher?
I haven't. I wouldn't even know what to look for.
You know, animal carcasses, guts, a camp in the woods.
Ah, I see. No, I ain't seen nothing. I don't go walking in the woods much. At most, I go to Troskovitz for hides, or to the village here to the north.
I don't know of any village that way. What's it called?
It's pretty far. I call it Upper on account of it being uphill.
Have you any idea where the poacher might be hiding out?
God knows. It's all deep forest, so he could be anywhere. Maybe somewhere close to the game he poaches.
Yeah, that's good thinking. Do you know of any place like that?
Well, not far from here there's a clearing in the hills where we used to go to watch deer. But I don't know if any stags goes there anymore.
I didn't know that. If I can't think of anything better, I'll go and take a look.
But don't get your hopes up.
Thanks. That's all.
Good morning.
Show me your wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then? You silly doggy.
The tanner's got more than just a few hides here. Some trophies, too. But what would you expect from a tanner? Bloody hell. Shit. I'm here again on account of that poacher.
I see. What's on your mind? Found anything yet?
You could say that. I took a look inside your workshop and found some trophies there.
How dare you sneak into my workshop?
I did it because I want to find the poacher.
Now look here. I'll overlook your snooping in my workshop where you've got no business being. Instead, I'll give you one piece of advice. Next time you have any suspicions, you ought to just ask me.
I did ask you.
And you told me you believe me. That it don't seem suspicious that a tanner has hides. Ain't that right?
Maybe I didn't ask you about all the details.
That's your problem. Now bugger off.
Vostatek charged me with rooting out the poacher causing trouble round here. Have you seen or heard anything suspicious?
You bet I have. The tanner's the poacher.
But I understand why you think that. I found a nice collection of antlers in his loft. But he had a reasonable explanation for that, and I don't have any choice but to believe him. There's no other evidence that he's the poacher.
That's what you think. The tanner's definitely got something to do with the poaching. And if it ain't him doing it, then it's someone hiding out in Witch's Copse.
Witch's Copse? Is that somewhere around here?
North of our cottage, there's this big clearing. And north of that, there's this copse. It's guarded by pagan idols. The poacher must be hiding there. See? Folks that fear hell don't go there. Not by choice, anyway.
I suppose I should go and take a look.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Good day. To you.
Good doggy, good boy.
Quick! Die! Die! Quick! Whoa! Quick! Quick! Whoa! Go! Whoa! Whoa! Die! Quick! Quick! Whoa! Whoa! Here's another camp, and I bet that fella can tell me something about it.
Are you lost?
A bit. I'm looking for a poacher in the forest.
There ain't none here. Try around Lower Semine. Farewell.
Nice camp. All these hides and gutted deer.
Eh? Fucking hell!
Gamekeeper Vostatek has been looking for you.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
I ain't going. I'd rather croak out here in the forest. So keep your distance.
You don't seem to understand who you're talking to. You're really starting to piss me off. You're gonna listen to what I tell you.
Are you yanking my pizzle? You think I'm afraid of you?
We're going to see the bailiff.
Bollocks to that. I warned you, and I'm going to kill you. I'll get you! Ah! Oh! Oh! Christ, I'm... Ah! Ah! Fucking hell! Oh! Ah! Oh! Ha! Go fuck you! Ah! Useless! Oh! Christ, I'm hit! Oh! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! Useless! Mercy! Spare me!
Right, let's go straight to the bailiff. And don't even think about trying anything.
Ow! Damn it! I'll be lucky if I can even make it there.
Well, you've no one to blame but yourself. Move. Vostatek told you I might be bringing you some poachers. So here's one for you. He chose the forest round Vidlak Pond.
No, please!
It's too late for begging. You're for the noose. I have to make a record in the Chronicle.
Why is this open? There's nobody here. If anything's missed... the hell is this? Why is it open?
God! God!
Something nice. Just leave me.
Mother of God, that was terrifying. If it wasn't for you, it would have torn me to pieces. Thank you, lad.
It was nothing, really. The main thing is you're safe and sound.
Nothing, you say? No, no. I have to repay you for your bravery. Here, for you, so that you don't forget me. And thank you again.
God! 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 Look what I have for you. God!
What is this?
Quick! God!
Whoa! Whoa!
Good day to you. What would you like?
I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent! Who was this crook?
Some arsehole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward I promised. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I don't need anything more from you.
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me. But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too. You could try him.
Uh-huh. And what's his name?
Varel, as in barrel. Go and see him.
Where does he live?
Close to Nabokov Mill. He's got a cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So it might be worth talking about if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip. I'd like to compete at archery.
I'm not surprised with someone who shoots as good as you do. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
Maybe longbow?
All right. So what do you feel up to? Want to compete with beginners, advanced archers, or masters?
Nah, I'd rather not get ahead of myself. I'll try my luck against beginners.
Fine. Of course, it ain't for free, though. Have you got something to wager?
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal. Take up your positions. And loose.
Another point to my name.
2 points. Not great, not terrible.
So what? In battle, it doesn't matter if you hit the heart or the gut.
Shot!
If only my aim was always that good.
Nice work, friend. Here's your prize. Every last groschen.
Thank you. I'd like to compete.
Again, I'm not... What's it to be?
I think it's...
All right.
Let's take the good old middle road. Find me some experienced archers.
Fine. Of course, it ain't for free, though. Have you got something to wager?
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal. Take up your positions. And loose.
I can live with that. Slowly but surely.
Pretty so-so.
The black again, and I'm not even trying.
Hail Mary.
I'm doing pretty well today.
What? No, hold on. I nailed it.
Shitty 2 points again.
No, hold on. I nailed it. The
Shitty
black
2 points again.
and I'm not even trying.
A measly 2 points again.
I won.
Good day.
Greetings to you.
Hail.
What would you like?
I'd like...
Again, What's it to be?
I think it...
All right.
Let's take...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a while. Take up your positions. And loose.
Right in the bullseye. I can live with that. Slowly but surely. Right in the bullseye. Greetings to you. Pretty so-so. Gotcha! Gotcha! Bollocks! No! Hold on. I nailed it! Smack bang in the middle! Gotcha! Bollocks! No! Hold on. I nailed it!
Nice! Few folks are such a good shot. You deserve every last groschen.
Thank you. I'd like to compete at archery.
Again? But you only finished shooting a while ago. I'm not surprised with someone who shoots as good as you do. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
Bow, I reckon.
All right.
Let's take...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah, here it...
Wait a while. Take up your positions. And we're off.
If only my aim 2 points again. I'm doing pretty well today. Oh, you just hit the edge again. Bollocks! No! Hold on. I nailed it! 2 more points in the bag. Pretty so-so.
Nice! Few folks are such a good shot. You deserve every last groschen.
Thank you. I'd like to compete at...
Okay, what's it to...
Maybe...
All right.
Let's take the...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a while. Take up your positions. And loose.
You might as well just give up. Bullseye. A shitty 2 points again. You might as well just give up. Bullseye. Gotcha. Things to you. A shitty 2 points again. A measly 2 points again. Well, it'll have to do. I'm doing pretty well today. No, hold on. I nailed it. Pretty so-so.
Nice work, friend. Here's your prize. Every last groschen.
Thank you. I'd like...
Okay, I'm not surprised with... What's it to be?
Maybe...
All right.
Well, fortune favours the bold. I want to face masters.
Fine. Of course, it ain't for free, though. Have you got something to wager?
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal.
Ready?
And loose!
Smack bang in the middle. Bullseye! I'm doing pretty well today. That's how it's done. Smack bang in the middle. Bollocks. No, hold on. I nailed it. Bollocks. No, great. Hold on. Terrible. Nailed it. Bollocks. Doing pretty well today. Hold on. Nailed it. Another 5 points.
down a bird on the wing. Who's the only Popinjay king? Who? And take down a thrush or a sparrow with the fastest well-aimed arrow. Fucking me!
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I'd like to practice my shooting.
All right, I'll show you something. But you need time for it. What will it be?
I'd like to...
Again, I suppose. What's it to be?
I think it's...
All right,
Well, fortune...
fine.
Hang on. Yeah, here it...
Wait a while.
Get set. And we're off.
Another
I can live with that. Slowly but surely.
Another 5 points.
The black again, and I'm not even trying.
Another 5 points.
You might as well just give up. Bullseye.
Bang in the middle.
You might as well just give up. Bullseye.
Bang in the middle.
The black again, and I'm not even trying.
Bang in the middle.
Right in the bullseye.
Bullseye.
Right in the bullseye.
Bang in the middle.
Next time, try to step up your game. That was too easy.
Greetings. Put that away before you hurt someone.
Why are you showing that off? Pathetic.
God be with you, my friend.
Oh, today. You were beginning to make me nervous. What do you need, my friend?
I'd like to compete at Arch.
Okay, what's it to be?
Bow.
All right,
Let's take...
fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a while. Take up your positions. Let him fly.
Oh, God. I'm never going to hit the bullseye at this rate. Hey, wasn't so shabby. 2 more points in the bag. Well, it'll have to do. Shot! The back again, and I'm not even trying. Well, it'll have to do. That's 5 points. 2 points. Not great, not terrible. The back again, and I'm not even trying.
Nice work, friend. Here's your prize. Every last groschen.
Thank you. I'd like to
Okay, what's it to be?
maybe...
All right,
Let's take...
fine.
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal. Get set. And we're off.
A measly 2 points again. That's how it's done. So what? In battle, it doesn't matter if you hit the heart or the gut. Well, you'll have to do... Bollocks! No! Hold on. I nailed it! 2 more points in the bag. I can live with that. Slowly but surely. 2 points. Not great, not terrible. I can live with that. Slowly but surely.
I'll be buggered. You actually won. There you go.
Thank you.
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel.
Here, mutt.
Who was it? Some vagabond.
You silly doggy.
Hail, fellow! By the looks of you, I reckon we could do some good trade together.
What happened to you?
A wheel on our wagon broke, so we're waiting here for my husband to come back from the village.
You're lucky you didn't run into any footpads. The roads are treacherous these days.
What can we do? We have to make a living somehow. Do you want to buy anything?
Where are you coming from, and where are you headed?
Oh, here and there, all over the place. Times are hard, you know. What the farm folk have to sell, we buy, and we bring them what they're in need of.
Times are hard because there's people thriving on others' misery.
Can't argue with that. We're barely making ends meet ourselves. Everybody thinks twice before they part with their money these days.
How did you come by this stuff?
How? Well, you see, the farmers sell us what they don't need and so forth.
I see. You're just plain old hawkers, eh?
Aye, that's right. Buy for 1 groschen, sell for 2. And if I ain't got what you want, I'll get it for you. Everyone's just doing the best they can.
I'll be happy to take a look at your wares.
Of course. No trouble at all.
I'd like to do something about that price.
All right. Why not?
No, only because it's you.
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. Finally, a reasonable sum. Thanks, and have a nice day, friend.
Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Where did you say the lads who found the water goblin's treasure go swimming?
Near the pier on the Rock Tower Pond.
I'm afraid I've got bad news. I found the lads, but they were dead. They drowned.
Christ almighty. I told them they should have returned the treasure. Those poor lads. Such foolishness. Thanks anyway. I'll let the Troskovitz gravedigger know. He'll bury them. Care.
I saw you have quite a nice bull here.
Do you mean the white one? It belongs to old Olbram, or rather, Olbram belongs to the bull. The old geezer don't have nothing else on his mind besides that bull of his. He barely even comes to the inn anymore because he's always watching it.
Do you think Olbram would sell the bull?
Not for all the gold in the world, my friend. He even makes the farmhands guard the barn at night. That's how much he worries about it.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Siegfried the herdsboy was here. He was complaining that wolves keep taking his sheep. By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That's why I'm here. The Miller Crazel from Lower Semine sent me.
Wonderful. He boasted he'd be sending a real tough fella this time, so I'm interested in seeing what you've got. And that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. I'd like to try the fights here.
And did Crazel give you enough money?
He did. Here it is.
Excellent. Then the fights can begin. Or they could. But as I said, old Fiala is sitting at home in the doghouse. His old woman won't let him fight anymore.
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. We'll sort something out. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger. Maybe she won't be as sharp with you as she is with us. Go and see her. She manages the baths behind the inn. It's no more than 5 steps.
All right, then. I'll see what I can do.
Take care, friend.
What more do they want? This'll have to be enough.
I'm looking for the barber, Fiala.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Well, hurry up. There's some fights to be fought. The whole tavern is waiting for you.
I know, but my Dorothy has forbidden me from going.
Forbidden? Why?
She says I have to make certain everyone's orderly and whatever. One bloke, and I'm in charge of a whole bunch of girls. Meanwhile, this is a pretty decent business. Nobody has made any problems for as long as I can remember.
But if you don't come, the fights can't start.
Then you try to convince Dorothy. I've already tried.
Good morning.
I heard you have some clothes here that belong to Miller Crazel.
You're damn right I do. They're here waiting for him. Only I had to put them away in a chest in the loft. So I don't have to be constantly reminded of the debt Crazel racked up here. Taking his bloody time he is, the bastard. Those rags have been here for so long, the rats have got into them. Why do you care about them so much anyway?
The miller mentioned them. Said I could take them.
Are you his new lackey or what? Did Zinnek start to get on his nerves?
Well,
Look, I don't really care who takes them. They're a bunch of boring rags. But if you only knew how much work it was to wash out them particular black stains and sew up the burn holes, and most of all, to wash out that awful stench of rotten eggs, blah. Along with Crazel's debt, it'll cost you this much, including the price of soap.
ah, come on, Dorothy.
What is it?
Well, I'm sure I could get you the groschen. I have a feeling you prefer a more steady supply of silver.
What do you mean?
You're looking at a fellow who meets with all sorts of important people in the region. And these people ask him, "Where did you get such beautifully clean clothes, good sir?" And he honestly answers, "Well, from Dorothy Angeliov, of course. She washes your clothes so gently and thoroughly, you'll feel like you're wrapped in a feather quilt. And trust me, I'm willing to pay for comfort like that."
I'm starting to like the sound of this fella. I'd be happy to give someone like him the keys to the chest that's in the loft with all the other forgotten clothes. He can even wear Crazel's robe. At least people will see we can turn even a drab rag like that into a garment worthy of a king.
I'd love to see that for myself.
Here you are. Well, my friend.
Damn. These are some fine thieving clothes.
What'll it be this fine morning?
Why don't you want to allow Fearler to fight?
Because he always beats everybody up. Then the lads are all black and blue, and the girls don't have a lot of business. Putting poultices on bruises isn't going to pay for a new roof.
Have no fear. If you let him go, I'll give him such a going over he won't want to fight ever again.
Well, you seem like you might be able to manage that. But don't go and cripple him or anything. He has a lot of work to do here.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
All right, then. Take Fiala with you. But this time, it really is the last time. See you later, my friend.
Get up. Let's go and fight.
Really? So Dorothy allowed it?
She said she'd let you go this one last time.
That's my girl. Let's go. We can't keep the lads waiting.
Goodman, come here for a
Careful.
moment.
Ah, so you changed your mind?
Goodman, come here for a moment.
Why not?
Are you wait?
Did I hear right that you're going to compete in the fights at the tavern?
Aye, I'm planning to. Why?
Well, I have a favour to ask of you.
What do you need?
One of the fighters, named Bohunek, he takes care of the horses here.
What about him?
I want you to give him a proper beating, so he won't be able to sit for at least a week.
And why? Did something happen?
He often comes to see me, pretends he likes me, but last time he came drunk. He ordered a bath, something to eat and drink, but then he suddenly knocked the tray out of my hand and started groping me.
Wait, he...
No, luckily not. But when I pulled away from him, he hit me so hard I thought he'd knock my eye out.
Are you waiting for something?
Oh, why don't you tell Dorothy? She runs the baths, doesn't she? I bet she'd take care of Bohunek.
I can't. I'd have to confess he ran away without paying. But if you give him a really good thrashing, it'd be fair.
Bastards like that should get a proper beating. Hitting girls.
So you'll give him a hiding?
You better believe it. He won't put his hands on you anymore.
Thank you. Then come and see me. I'll figure out a way to repay you.
I'm first.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
A musician and a fighter. You don't see that every day.
When you spend as much time as I do in Kneipen und Schenken and catch so many Schläge, you learn to return them.
No, I get that. But why are you fighting for money?
I've been here a long time and I would like to travel a bit further. Every groschen helps.
Where are you headed?
Kuttenberg, Prag, Wien, wherever my feet will take me. Or a willing foreman will carry me. So maybe I shall end up in the next tavern, or in the Dunghaufen behind the village.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Here you go.
That is what I like to see. Haha, ich poliere dir deine Fresse. Kurwa. Good doggy. Good boy. You gave me a beating. If you broke meine grazilen Finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ja. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks.
Have you come to get your ass kicked?
What do you enjoy about fighting so much?
What do I know? Sometimes it's just fun to punch someone, and it makes quite an impression on the girls. When a man has a sound punch, a girl feels safer with him.
Well, I don't know about that. Anna said she didn't feel very safe with you.
Ah, the stories women tell. You can't believe everything.
So she got those bruises from someone else?
Why do you care if someone hit that harlot a few times? I'm sure she deserved it.
Well, at least I have a reason to beat 7 shades of shit out of you.
You just try it, you hero.
Let's fight.
It'll be my pleasure. But before we start, I'll collect the bets. Do you have any money?
I do. Here you go.
And now pray. You're going to be tasting dirt. Get a move on you. Just you wait. You're going down, I tell you.
God bless you.
You have a kind master, eh, Doggy?
You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
What the fuck are you on about?
That's for Anna. And if I ever hear you touched her again, I'll use my steel instead of my fists.
All right, fine. I'll leave her alone.
Could it be?
Does your Dorothy hold you back a bit?
Think whatever you want, but she turned me into a decent bloke. She's only trying to keep me away from temptation.
And what were you before?
A drunken good-for-nothing who could even lose his own soul at dice.
So what did she see in you?
That's a long story, but it involves Dorothy, me, a pitchfork, And the arse of one uppity customer.
So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right? Let's make this interesting.
The bet sounds good. Here you are.
That's what I like to see. Fight!
My sister could be a robot with one hand.
I'm wounded! Fucking hell! I'll knock your whiskers right off your... Oh, you pooch.
Greetings. God be with you.
Dorothy was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner.
I think Bahunek won't be bothering you anymore.
Did you give him a proper licking?
A proper licking? That's an understatement. I beat the shit out of him.
I knew I could rely on you. Unfortunately, I can't pay you for it. I can barely make ends meet myself. But I can sew. Clothes and wounds.
Thanks. That'll come in handy.
And I can also teach you something. How to mix a special ointment or to make a few stitches with a needle. What do you say?
I'd like to learn something.
On girls who wash their cocks. The little wives of Kuttenberg. They love the chink of coin.
What would you like?
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying. But you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
But that still doesn't mean you're the best.
What? I won, didn't I?
Oh, aye. But I've heard from a few people in the tavern that there's this odd fella that lives near Bukovina. They say he could beat the devil himself if he ever met him.
That sounds like a tall tale.
It's no tale. They say he lives in the woods in Kopanina, and his name is... Oh, it starts with B. Bartholomew, Bronislav, or something like that.
And if I beat this Bartholomew or Bronislav...
Then there'll be no doubt you're the best fighter in the region.
Proper poetry, innit? A celebration of all that's beautiful in this world.
Here you go. Take it.
All that's under those hose of yours is shit-stained braids.
Since our Chet Dante don't like it...
What are you two talking about then?
Ah, a peasant like you would never understand.
I'll have you know you're talking to the right hand of a nobleman, you nobody.
You? But... Sorry, but how is anyone to know that when you're dressed in those rags?
Have a drink with us, worthy sir.
Well, why not? I'll gladly have a drink. My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Oi, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry. H-E-N... whatever.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry. Enrico is nobilissimo.
Oh, for the love of God. Will you just tell me what you were discussing?
It's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that well.
Really? Tell us all about it.
So, are you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since he was dropped on his head as a baby.
Freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego the pleasures of the flesh and give oneself to art. Onorate l'altissima poeta.
Aye, aye. Keep your hair on, mate. As I said, he's not in his right mind. He once met an Italian poet, and ever since he thinks he's Dante Alighieri.
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think, Enrico? Where should a poet seek inspiration?
Why go looking for muses when the whole of God's green earth is filled with inspiration? Like George says, wine, women and song. That's the only poetry you need.
I told you so. Let's drink to that. However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly...
And highborn.
Clever.
Experienced.
Intrepid.
Unique.
In short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... something...
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man.
A fucking good fella.
A fellow who helps his fellow man. Aspiring minstrels.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
humans?
That's it! Hark! Henry the Lionheart! The only thing missing for you to achieve glory is...
a lute! We need a lute!
All right, but where would I even get a thing like that?
In the words of the poet, una volta corre il cane, e una altra la lepre. He who seeks shall find. Or something like that.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the carpenter's in Troskowitz. The house directly opposite the Rathaus.
It ain't no use to him, but he won't sell it, the tight ass.
While if it were in our hands...
In our hands, it will sing like a nun on Sunday.
And it will be the torch lighting our way from this provincial purgatory to the gates of Kuttenberg.
Torch? Shit, you want to fucking burn it?
It's a metaphor, you ignorant oaf.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Please just quieten down for a bit.
Cold.
Do you really think Henry can?
What are you here for, friend?
I'll have a look at the wares.
I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
Come and hear something you won't believe. I've travelled the whole world, and now
God grant you health.
Why don't you like the Takovites?
Because they're wankers. Arrogant wankers. Think they're above everyone else. But mainly, they stole our pasture, which has belonged to Giliov since time immemorial.
How does someone steal a pasture, anyway?
Like a prick, that's how. Behind Takov, there's this strip of land leading toward the pond. It's supposed to belong to us, for grazing. There's an old tree there, and everything between the tree and the wood is ours. I was there when it was decided. I was about your age then, and I got a good beating under that tree, so I remember. And you can bet your ass I remember.
But how did they steal it from you?
Because they don't believe me. Those treacherous bastards. They lie about it wherever they can, saying the deal was different. And it was a different tree near the forest.
Can anything be done about it? Can't you make some kind of agreement?
Well, we meet there every year. I tell them how it is, while they just spew their usual lies. So we kick each other's arses, and everything just stays the way it is. A while back, we fought for a right to use at least half of it. But because I grazed my cattle there, I had to pay those bastards for using their half as well. But that's not fair. All of it is supposed to be ours by law, for fuck's sake.
Oy, that's a tricky situation.
Tricky my ass. They're greedy liars. Simple as that.
They beat you up under the tree. Why would they do that?
You bet they did. That's just how it's done, obviously. When we agree on something like this, we take a young lad and give him a good pummeling, so that he'll remember in case the others forget. And we pick a young boy because he has a good memory and, God willing, still has many years in front of him. It makes sense?
Aye, you're right. I remember we used to do the same back where I'm from. Did you take your pasture dispute to Lord Bombergov?
Of course we did. He asked the Thrusk of its bailiff to resolve it, and he said we should sort it out amongst ourselves. And that if he heard about it ever again, he'll have both me and Project flogged. So that's that.
Why do they look down on you?
Commoners here have all sorts of obligations to the nobility, and have to pay a tax.
Of course. That makes sense.
Aye, but Takov has all its obligations in Grossen. They just pay up and that's it. But the nobles won't allow the same for Yayov. Besides Grossen, the others have to give them pigs, chickens, hay and the like, or go and serve. That's why them Takovites look down on us. They think they're better than us.
Don't you pay as well?
Not me, no. I'm a freeholder. My farm is free from all taxes, forever. I also brought the right to freely bequeath my property. So, when God called me back, my estate won't go to Lord von Berghoff, even though I don't have children anymore. I can leave it to whoever I want in my will.
Well, the Takovites just worked out a better deal for themselves. That's all.
Horse dick! What do you know anyway?
That's a beautiful bull you've got there. You don't see an animal like that every day.
Aye, and nothing is the finest animal far and wide. He wasn't cheap either.
What's an animal like that worth, anyway?
A big, strong bull like him, and pure white too. At least a dozen cows. No, make that 2 dozen. That's why I keep a close eye on him. I have the barn guarded all night. Say, you're a bit too interested in a nothing. What's this about?
I'm considering buying it from you, but only if it's really worth it.
I see. But a nothing is for sale. You'll have to look somewhere else.
Instead of legs and fleshy cows on their heads. If you want to hear more, give me a groschen or two. I won't even turn down a bit of soup. Something was going on.
Wait, Goodman, I have something for you.
How are you? And what do you need?
You'll see, you'll see. Come here, let's talk. Ah, a buyer for our wares.
I'm not buying anything off you.
No, wait, hold on. I've got a seriously good offer for you here.
What exactly?
I have an exquisite apple. Now that's an offer you can't refuse.
How much?
For you, next to nothing.
I'm not paying that much for a plain old apple.
God, you're a blockhead. So let's forget the fucking trade, shall we?
You're a dead man! I'm all yours.
I yield! Mercy!
Here you go. Take it. You silly mutt. God! Go! Go!
God bless you.
A good day to you. What brings you here?
Lord Semine, what will happen with that robber from Apollonia now that we've captured him?
You mean Gules? You might find it hard to believe, Henry, but the man is of noble birth. That means I can't simply lock him up or, God forbid, execute him. So I took him into my service.
Was that wise, sir? Are you certain you can trust him?
No. That's why he has to prove himself.
How?
It looks like we didn't wipe out all the bandits who were pillaging with him. So his first task will be to take care of what's left of his own band.
I heard there's a wedding coming up. Your son and the bailiff's daughter. That'll be a great feast.
Aye, and a pretty expensive one, too. But older is my only son. He deserves a wedding that'll be the talk of the county for a long time.
Can I come and see it? I've never been to a nobleman's wedding before.
Henry, you helped us with the weapons, but don't you think you're getting a bit too bold?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm just curious.
I understand, but don't get above yourself. Better help Radovan the blacksmith. Maybe he'll take you to the wedding. He's forging a wedding present for my son. Till we meet again.
Good day to you. What would you like?
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
All right. Why the hell not?
Fighting with a longsword is all the rage, but it's not for me. You know what they say about old dogs learning new tricks and all that? But there is one thing I've learned, so I'd be glad to show it to you if you're interested.
Should we have a practice fight?
I don't have time for you right now. Stop by when I'm over by the pen.
Praise the Lord. You silly doggy.
Excuse me.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll
I'm
stay
sorry.
friends.
Greetings.
You silly doggy.
The dice are...
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
God bless you, sir.
Have you already taken care of your band?
Don't you start with that too.
So you didn't.
After you attacked me in Apollonia. I'm so battered I can hardly wipe my own arse. Old man Samine will just have to be a bit more patient.
What if I helped you?
Well, well. Someone fancies himself.
I can handle a few footpads.
These aren't any ordinary footpads. They're a bunch of the most depraved whoresons I've ever met. Would you dare to take them on?
Yeah. Just tell me what I need to do.
So listen up. From what I've heard, there's another 4 of those scum roaming the countryside. I'd bet my boots that a few more will hitch up with them in time, so it won't be easy. You can start with Canker.
Canker? Interesting name. Why is he called that?
He already had that name when he joined us. I reckon they started calling him that on account of how he's rotten to the core.
If you say so.
Hey, don't be cheeky, youngster.
Where can I find him?
I don't know. I only know that he and his band were ambushing travelers on the road from Troskovitz to the Nabokov Mill.
So how do you want to find him then?
Easy. I'd wait for him to find me. With a little luck, he'll ambush you in one of those places too. Or one of his people will.
That doesn't sound too safe.
What did you expect? That I'd search the whole forest for him? Go ahead and try and find him that way if you like. But I think you're more likely to roll straight sixes and dice.
What do you know about Canker?
Well, he likes to disguise himself as a monk and ambush travellers. He looks convincing in a robe. But otherwise, he's an awful heathen. Always drunk. Just like the rest of his band.
That could be useful.
Definitely. If you get lucky.
What do you know about his band?
Not much. We've never seen them all together, so I can't even tell you how many of them there are. But there won't be many. Canker has never dared tackle anything too big. Usually just some poor souls on their travels.
That's enough for me.
Well, good luck, lad. Oh, and I almost forgot. When you're done, bring me Canker's mace. As proof.
Why? You don't trust me?
Why should I? God bless you, sir.
Why is it open? Wanted to break in here, did you? What are you waiting for? Clear off.
Go! Oh,
Hail, fellow. By the looks of you, I reckon we can do some good trade together.
I'm happy to stop by. Greetings. What's going on here?
What the fuck do you think is going on? Want to trade? Or are you just here to blather?
Trader? More like a robber, I'll wager.
You'd better watch yourself. You think you know who you're dealing with? But try your luck, and you'll find out.
War's a bitch, but robbing the defenseless is even worse.
We didn't start it. We farmed our fields and provided for our families. But now that's all fucking gone, so don't you bloody preach to me about life.
Let's do business.
You're on. No bullshitting. That's how I like it. Thank you, sir. And come again. Quick!
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Careful.
Good day, sir.
I'll have a look at the wares. Word about the price.
All right. I'm listening.
Only because it's you.
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
God be with you. Greetings to you too.
I have a few more questions about thievery.
You know I don't like that ugly word. What do you want to know about the art?
That's all.
Greetings, my friend.
Would you know of any other way to make some extra money?
The only thing you can do in this backwater is steal cabbages. But go and ask those woodcutters on the opposite hill. You might find something more interesting there.
Why the woodcutters?
Just think about it. They've been cutting timber in the middle of nowhere for a pretty long time, and they get paid for every wagon they unload at the sawmill. They work all day long and don't move an inch. They have nothing to spend their money on.
I think I know what you're getting at.
All their earnings must be hidden somewhere in their camp. And it must be a lot of money.
What does Crazel say about that?
He said it would be obvious it was one of us. After all, they can see right into our backyard from their camp. But you're not from around here. You might get away with it.
So how's it going?
Good.
Anything new at the mill?
Not really.
Are you still organising fights?
Aye. Do you want to join?
Come on, let's fight some more.
Again? All right. But we still have to make a bet.
Here's the money.
Good. Defend yourself.
fucking cunt!
Good day to you.
Oh, say, Henry, you battered me pretty good. Here's your money. Enjoy it.
Are you still fighting sometimes?
Sure. What else am I supposed to do all day?
What about another brawl?
Damn, you're enjoying this. But don't forget the bet.
Here's the money.
That's more like it. Are you ready?
Shit. Just you wait. Just...
Nice. Nice.
You really kicked my ass.
You alright?
It's nothing compared to a beating from Vera. Here, your winnings. You earned it.
Careful.
Well, are you still fighting people?
Of course. Do you want to try again?
What about one more fight?
I don't have anything better to do anyway. Not so fast. Do you have anything to bet?
I do. Here.
Say your prayers. Christ! Shit! You fight like a little girl. Even my nan fights better than you, and she's dead. Who taught you to fight? Your mum? All right, so you won.
Thanks for the fight.
You can shove your thanks up your ass. Here, it's yours.
Heal.
Look what I have for you.
I'm sorry.